Hi there, my name is Professor Jacob Boldway from the English and Philosophy Department at MCC. This lecture will briefly cover how the course is organized for TRS 099 SUNY Online for fall 2020. If you're watching this video, you are probably uploading my course as a shell, and you have the freedom to do what you want with it. But I imagine that most of you will probably stick with the basic format and some of the assignments and maybe some of the course schedule. So let's just quickly go over how this course looks for you. I have the edit mode on, right? So I can edit whatever I want whenever I'm in SUNY Online. If I don't like what I'm seeing, if in your position, you can change whatever you want. So the Start Here link. First of all, whenever a student or you log into SUNY Online and click on the course, the gateway link is the announcements. Now, typically what I do is I will have an announcement every single week for my students. These announcements are not text announcements. I make a video using Screencastify, which I'm using right now. Screencastify is a link that you can get as an add-on from Google Chrome, okay? The videos can vary from about 5 minutes. You can do a request for technology purchase through MCC. It's $29, and you can have unlimited minutes and unlimited videos per month. So I strongly recommend doing that, or you can just simply make a video via YouTube. The Screencastify then allows you to upload the video to YouTube, so it's kind of the same thing, all right? So again, my announcements are typically, this is just a welcome announcement, but for week one, I'll typically have an announcement that will cover what they're doing that week, the assignments and the expectations for that week. Also, I'll make a comment on, the grit factor, okay? Stick with the course. I want to see you succeed. This is some of the things that I noticed last week that you need to work on this week. And I do that general for the class. If they're not doing very well on the learning activities, I make a point to note that they need to improve on their learning activities. Okay, so every week, a constant reminder of what they're doing, what's due, and what's expected, and also how they can improve. Okay, from there, the Start Here menu basically covers the outline of the course. I have a TRS 099 welcome video, which you may delete. I would strongly suggest you delete. You can watch this one first and kind of just see what I say, and then maybe replicate that in your own way. Now, I strongly suggest that you do this via webcam so students can see your face. You want your presence to be embedded in the classroom as much as possible. The course description, getting started, ADA statement, and also strategies for successful online study. These things should be embedded in your shell to begin with. If not, then please speak with Tom Capuano and he'll be able to help you out. The course information provides the CIS for this semester, okay? Make sure you have the course, the section number, and the CRN, your name, office, building. By appointment, I have my office hours, obviously, for the fall. We are in COVID. And then we have all the stuff for TRS 099, the complete course learning outcomes, and all the other statements, the boilerplate stuff from MCC. So I tell my students in the beginning of the semester in the how the course is organized video that they should download this document and save that to their desktop. The general course information, okay, course description again, how the course will be organized. Now this is again a video that I make. I put it in student preview mode, and I go over the course for my students so they understand where everything's located. Usually my video is anywhere between 2.5 to 3.5 minutes. I try to keep them relatively short so the students don't lose track or get distracted. The course objectives and outcomes, software, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you can fill that in on your own, or you can use what I have, which I strongly recommend because a lot of this stuff is just boilerplate. Course content is where most of this you'll be spending most of your time, or where the students will be spending most of their time. Now, I have mine separated into weeks, okay? And I keep each week open in case a student wants to work ahead. Rarely do they work ahead. There's enough due in each class, the TRS and the English 101, that they're pretty much working within that week. Now for TRS 099, we want to have the schedule after the English course. So for me, I have mine. My English 101 is a Monday, Wednesday schedule. My TRS 099 is a Tuesday, Thursday schedule. So let's look at the first Tuesday of the semester. I call them learning activities. I got this from Professor Matt Fox. And they're basically exercises and assignments that are worth 100 points that the students typically complete per week. Now, some weeks have 2, some weeks have 0. If it's a week where they're working on an essay, I might not have them do one. So we can look at the learning activity number 1. Okay, I have everything in the ADA compliance following OSCAR rubric. So you can see I have the little chevron here, which means it's heading number 1. Okay, and this will be normal. All right, this helps with the screen readers. If a student has a learning disability or is blind and they have a screen reader, this helps out tremendously for them. The screen reader is able to follow that. But you can see, writing a summary of English 101 work for the week. What are some non-cognitive obstacles? And I define what non-cognitive means. There's another video later on this semester where we go into more detail on this. Now, if I do a learning activity, I also want to make sure that there is a video accompanying each learning activity. Okay? So the reason I do that is that just like in a classroom, I would never give students an assignment, a text assignment on a piece of paper and just say, here's your assignment. We go over that assignment. So I make a quick video that covers the learning activity. Now, the reason I have these videos is that all students, this is a remedial course, not all students are strong readers. So I just give them all text-based assignments. They're going to have a hard time if they have reading problems. So I make sure every text-based assignment in TRS 099 and to a certain extent in English 101 has a video that accompanies that assignment that explains the assignment in more detail. This is especially true whenever we have an assignment that is a major assignment, such as an essay. Okay, so it's extremely important that the students understand what's going on whenever you give an assignment by elaborating on that assignment in some sort of video. Okay, also you want to make sure that each video is closed captioned. So if you do this via YouTube, it'll take 10 to 15 minutes for it to upload itself as closed captioned. I'll just simply refresh the page every 5 minutes or so and wait until it says CC down at the bottom. Now this is extremely important because it follows the ADA compliance through SUNY, Open SUNY system in general. Okay, so again, the course content is where most of this information is. Now, all of my assignments in TRS 099 have some sort of relationship to what's going on in English 101. Okay, so the first assignment or unit in English 101 is summary. So for Tuesday 9-1, we have a summary paraphrase video lecture on Harry Potter. Okay. So this one was done, this video was done using the Camtasia software in the FIC at MCC. Now, what's great about the Camtasia software is it allows me to make circles, arrows, thought bubbles, all kinds of really nice animation. And I strongly suggest when COVID is done, you get to the FIC and make videos. I have around 35 or 40 videos through Camtasia that I have in both my English 101 and my TRS 099 courses. Now, they are a little bit better than simply using YouTube because, again, I can use animation. So again, a quick video on how to write summaries. Learning activity number 3, which is, again, doing something with the summary. And again, I have that video, all right? So whenever you have an assignment, make sure you have a video that accompanies it. You can use my videos if you want. You can use my assignments if you want. and just kind of use this as a shell for this semester and then work on it throughout the semester. Perhaps you could ask Tom Capuano to make a development shell, copy my shell over to that development shell, and then tweak it as you see fit for the spring if you want to make it your own. Okay, it might be difficult for you to upload your own stuff throughout the fall because we're starting so quickly and the way COVID is happening. You might just want to use my videos, and that's great. That's fine. Okay, make sure you have the instructor information all filled out, a picture of you with all the information. I typically use the messages link over here. I don't like my students emailing me through my MCC email simply because I'm teaching 6 sections of online, whether it's SUNY Online or Blackboard. And if a student emails me through my email on MCC, I don't know what class they belong to. I can't, keep track of every student in every class. So I have sometimes a trouble remembering exactly if they're a TRS student, English 101 student, and what section they're in. So this just keeps things nice and tidy. Every morning I wake up and I check my email, first thing I do for the course. And then I'll go through and do all the grading. Now the grading is quite simple. This is under the Grade Center. I click on this and the needs grading. Okay, this will have all the assignments and all the learning activities embedded here. Now, one thing it doesn't have is the discussion boards. So for example, if there's a discussion board in week 4, you need to go back to course content and click on that specific week. You can see formal discussion number 1. This is in week 2. Okay, I'll go to formal discussion number 1, and I need to grade discussion forum. Okay, now you can see in formal discussion 1, I don't have a video here. So this is something I need to do to make sure all my instruction has accompanying video. And again, this is a process. It's something that happens over time. This is only my 2nd semester teaching SUNY Online, so these things take time. So be patient with yourself. Give yourself a lot of breathing room, and don't get stressed out if you feel as though you need to do it all at once. I think that's just unnecessary stress. Typically, what you're going to see, the full grading center. Okay, you'll see all their names. I have this learning activities first, okay? And the total percentage will be whatever their total percentage is throughout the term. All right, so if you have any questions, please make sure you send me a message or, throughout the term. I'm happy to reply. I'll also check up on some of you every now and then just to see how things are going. I hope you have a great semester and hope you enjoy my course. My course is separated into 4 units. The first unit is summary paraphrase, 2nd unit is analysis, 3rd is synthesis, and 4th is research. The summary is Expensive to be Poor by Barbara Einreich. The analysis is The Danger of Telling Poor Kids That College is the Key to Social Mobility by Andrew Simmons. The 3rd unit is the synthesis, and I have them use 3 articles about social media and smartphones. And their final research paper is on a policy paper, a problem solution essay, where they find a local issue in their community, a problem, and they solve it using 3 outside sources. Okay? Have a great semester, and I'll talk to you soon.